These health headlines. College students, of course, are getting ready to start the semester, and stress is normal, but how to know if what you are feeling may be something more, how students can manage their stress, and when to reach out for help if you are struggling. Joining us live is Dr. Gerard Sanacora, director of the Yale Depression Research Program and professor of psychiatry at Yale School of Medicine. Hi, doctor, welcome.
Hi, thank you very much for inviting me.
Of course. So, this for some can be a difficult time of the year. Many college students might be feeling those first day jitters as we approach the start of the school year. What is normal and what isn't normal to feel, doctor?
Great question. It's important to realize that stress itself is actually not a bad thing. People are always trying to avoid stress. Stress, to some level, is actually fairly healthy. There's actually evidence suggesting that it improves learning and is actually not a bad thing. The problem becomes when the stress seems like it's getting out of control or it's going on for durations, extended durations of time without a break. That's really where the stress becomes a major issue.
Okay,
So that
yes. So when it's really taking over your day to day, when you can't stop thinking about it, et cetera, you would say those are the kind of the signs and the symptoms?
the signs and the things that you really start to worry about is when you realize you're no longer able to sleep. You're losing sleep. As you said, you can't stop thinking about it. You're ruminating on the same issues over and over. You start to lose weight. You lose your appetite. And you start to withdraw. Those are some of the major things you start to look forward, as you start to look for as concerns or any change in substance use or alcohol use.
Absolutely. And doctor, a lot of kids of all ages are preparing to go back to school, but would you say that this is something that impacts college students specifically?
No, I think it's all of us. I think college is one of those points in time when you're starting to really learn how to manage these stressors. And it's one of the first points in your life when you're on your own trying to manage these. But I think it's something lifelong that we're dealing with.
Yeah, of course. And, it's just the start of the school year, but soon they'll have tests, exams, projects. Many will be, relying on coffee to keep them up at night to finish all their work. That might not be the healthiest. Of course, we all have our own habits that we can remember from when we attended college. But what are some practical things that students can do to manage their stress, doctor?
You've hit many of the major things not to do. So I really it's the boring stuff that really is so important. It's not, anything amazing. It's really setting a realistic schedule and something that prioritizes your time for exercise, your time to spend with friends and family, making sure you get some adequate sleep. Now, obviously, there are going to be occasional nights when you're going to need to pull an all night or at least have extended periods, but they should be rare. For the most part, you should be making sure you're getting adequate sleep and also time to actually eat healthy. And that's one of the hardest things for kids to do. They all sound boring and they all sound, not anything that important, but that really is the important things.
Yeah.
Those really are the important things to carry on. There's no magic to it. It really is just trying to maintain a healthy schedule.
Those are all such important tips. Sometimes we just got to go back to the basics, doctor. Exercise, eat healthy, and rest. Simple things to do, but hard for us to actually do sometimes. Dr. Gerard Sanacora, we thank you for your time today.